Fly Affair Nation.
You are the kind of club-toting, raw meat-eating, me-Tarzan, you Janin, big ball bubblehead that can only count to 10 if he's barefoot or wearing sandals.
What did you say?
I'm sorry. Actually, what I said was...
You're a sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical bigot.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 3. If you's a yachty, welcome back to the Partially Ignorant Podcast with your host JB and the Film God, and I got my partner in crime Chinks in the building.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Hey, man.
You know you went on a little hiatus.
I was, sir.
You know what I mean?
I was.
You wasn't on the R. Kelly episode, but we give you a break.
Yeah.
You went to New York, then you came back, then you went back on tour. You know, it's this rich guy.
Famous out here.
Famous?
Popping.
Oh, hold on. You can't talk yet. I introduced you.
Oh, my
You know what
bad.
I'm saying? I got to give you the grandiose introduction.
I give myself the grandiose.
You know what?
Sauce.
I'm going to put you on the spot. If you can do a better intro than me
I'm just
about
saying.
you, go ahead. Let's get it.
It's the one and only Sybille, the real toe in the building, right here with the partially ignorant. Okay.
Bop,
Thank you for
bop,
having
bop.
me on the show, guys.
You see, I would have gave her
I'm
a
here.
better intro than that.
I'm just saying,
I'm
though,
here
but
with
I'm here.
I'm here with Sybille from Care for Crohn's. You know what I'm saying? Shorty out here wilding, killing it. Her galas is amazing. If you're not there, you're nowhere.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
yes. That's
Come
very
on,
true.
like I could go on and on.
I mean, we can get to that.
Yes, we are gonna get to that. But thank you for coming through, Sybille.
Of course, thank you for having me.
You are my true friend.
Yes.
You understand
Since
what
middle
I'm saying?
school, since
Yes.
6th grade.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah, man.
To play recess together.
Yes.
Out here, okay?
Is that a recess?
Recess out here, bro.
Facts. And Sybille never changed. Sybille, she still looks 16, son.
Yeah.
Still look the same.
Well, I
I'll show
grew a
you.
little taller.
Yeah. Like, no, you know why? Because your booty got bigger.
Yeah, no.
That's what happened. That's what happened.
I grew taller because I was real small.
Yeah, she was. Listen, the
real
reason
small
why I
now,
said she got taller is because of her booty, because now she's stand different.
Yeah.
She's still, yeah.
Stand different. The stance.
The stance is different. You know?
Stacked back there. You feel me? Just a little bit.
There's a little bit. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Sybille, man, like I said, it's a pleasure to have you. I'm not going to front. Like, to sit with you, I know we can have great conversations and whatnot. And you always smiling, even right now. Look,
Yeah, I
you
can't
smiling.
help it.
Always, right? So I want to start off by saying, fuck Crohn's.
Fuck Crohn's.
And for the people that don't know, what is Crohn's?
Well, Crohn's is an inflammatory bowel disease. It basically means that my insides get swollen, like my intestines. So that's basically where all your food processes, where you absorb all your nutrients from the food that you eat. And my body doesn't absorb the nutrients, and I'm in constant pain, like all the time. I have times when I'm in remission where I'm symptom free and I'm healthy and I'm able to eat like a regular person. But when the disease is active, my insides are swollen, and at times they become swollen shut. So if they're totally closed off, then nothing I eat is gonna pass through.
Right.
And if it does, it's like literally like passing too fast, where it's just like loose stool.
So you're not digesting the food at all?
No, I'm not digesting any of the
Wow.
food
So
or absorbing the nutrients from
What
it.
about like drinking? Like Ensure?
I mean, yeah, you can do that, but the thing is, it's like, it's so painful. Like drinking water is painful. You know what I'm saying? So from that, I tend to make myself dehydrated, not intentionally, but it's like just
fear of
that
drinking.
just that sometimes I'd rather just force myself to eat because the water hurts more, the liquid hurts more.
Wow.
And that's for me. I can't say that's for everybody else, because everybody who has Crohn's disease gets affected differently with their symptoms.
So wait, you can't eat nothing? Because before I thought it was just certain things you're not able to eat.
I mean, it's an incurable disease. So throughout my whole lifetime, I have to watch what I eat, just so I may not trigger inflammation. But
Inflammation. So what explain like what is the information as far as when it comes to Crohn's? Like just the swelling of the inside?
It's of the gut.
Okay.
Of a part in your intestine, but it can be anywhere from your mouth to your anus with Crohn's disease. That's what makes it a little different from ulcerative colitis, because colitis is localized in your large intestine, but Crohn's can be anywhere from your mouth to your anus. So sometimes people will have swelling in their right here in their throat. So it gives you mouth sores sometimes, like, and that is like ulcers, either ulcers in your stomach, ulcers in your mouth. Like, it gives you joint pains, abscesses, skin rashes.
Right.
All that inflammation from your inside can cause inflammation anywhere outside of your skin or in your lymph nodes as well.
No pills, no nothing.
I mean, yeah, pills, medical treatment, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's always gonna work for everybody, or
okay, stay on
how
treatment
long.
then. Let's, cause I want people to really understand this, because you see, you understand it way more than us, cause you live it. Right. So
Yeah.
it's fluent. It comes out so fluent for you when you talk about it. So it's like, all right, as far as treatment, right? What is some of the treatment that you go through on a day-to-day basis for the people that don't know?
Well, when I first started with Crohn's disease,
And sorry, before you start, you look amazing from the outside.
thanks.
So people would never know. You get what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
I know.
So what is the day-to-day
and
treatment?
believe it or not, I lost 12 pounds.
You,
so
yeah, you did.
You
You
see,
did.
I got
yes,
smaller,
I did.
right?
I did.
Yeah,
I
and
seen
that's
it.
also a side effect of the disease. Like, we get smaller and smaller and smaller. Like, there's been times where I've been 70 pounds.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you know?
before you get to the treatment, can you tell us the symptoms first?
Yeah.
Yeah, walk us through the symptoms first. Because, okay, let's take it back to middle school. Middle school, she used to disappear a lot, but we didn't know what she was disappearing for. We didn't even know what Crohn's disease was,
I didn't know I had Crohn's disease.
right? Because with her, like,
You was in the hospital. That's why you was
I
in
always
Spain?
had problems in my stomach,
yeah.
and I was always kind of sick. But so my mom don't play that. I don't
Yeah.
feel good, you're not going to school.
Right,
You
right.
don't feel good, you going to the doctor. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm an only child, so I guess that's why, like, that overprotective,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? But
She
yeah,
have it? She has it?
she doesn't. No one in my family has it.
It just comes.
Lucky me.
Yeah, that's crazy. But look how she's always smiling. Even she's like, lucky me, playing about it, but she's hurting.
Yeah.
You know, like she's hurting. But I want to walk through it a little bit. So middle school, when you was disappearing a lot, we didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know about Crohn's until you.
Right.
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 So how did you learn about Crohn's? Like, how did you know it was Crohn's disease that you had?
Well, I've always had digestive issues. We just thought that I was lactose intolerant.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the doctors always chucked it down to. It wasn't until when I was in 7th grade, believe it or not, I would always get these like a discomfort in my stomach. It wasn't necessarily pain, but I didn't know how to explain it. My stomach was weird. I always used to tell my mom I'm queasy. What the hell does queasy mean?
Right.
I don't know, but that's what it felt like. It felt queasy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So from there, you know, going to the doctors, they would always say I'm fine. I'm just lactose intolerant. Stay away from milk. So there you go. I still wasn't growing because I wasn't taking my milk. Then also, which is funny, because I was so small and I would always go to the doctor, they used to look at my growing chart and I wasn't growing at a normal rate like
Right.
most people. So they started me on growth hormone. So when I was on growth hormone, I used to take these shots every so often to help me grow.
It's a pen.
Yeah, in my first 3 months, I grew 3 inches.
Word.
The
So the
next-
shit was real.
Hell yeah.
I never took it.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't grow 3 inches. I grew 1 whole inch. The next 3 months, I didn't grow anything.
Right.
Not knowing that I had Crohn's disease, and Crohn's disease stunts your growth and your development. I didn't even get my period till I was 18 for the first time.
Wow.
Word.
Yeah, it stunts your growth, your development. Like, so I was delayed in everything and didn't understand or know why. Now I'm in 8th grade. Those queasy feelings are starting to become more frequent.
Yeah.
9th grade, the summer going into 9th grade, I'm in pain all the time. I'm losing weight. I tried out for the dance team. I was forcing it, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know what was wrong with me. Symptoms, nausea all the time, always going to the bathroom, or not going at all from constipation. And I didn't know then, but the constipation was because I actually developed a blockage.
When we say not going to the bathroom, as in pissing or shitting?
Shitting.
Oh, okay.
You either shit too much or you don't shit at
don't
all
shit at
because
all.
you're blocked.
Okay, but the pissing is the normal.
Yeah, the pee is normal.
Okay.
Fevers all the time for no reason. I was going to the bathroom and I would bleed. But I would bleed.
But you didn't know, you didn't have the period yet, so you didn't know
No.
what the hell was.
But it was more than a period blood.
Yeah.
Like it was, I saw blood in the stool more than I saw the actual poop in the toilet.
Wow.
Damn.
So my mom was like, at that point, especially in 9th grade, I was never in school because it was a matter of trying to figure out what's wrong with my daughter because I looked like I was,
Fine.
no, I looked like I was dying.
No, yeah.
At this point, I was
yeah.
shedding because my weight is shedding. My skin is bad again. I'm not absorbing any nutrients, so I'm not getting any
What
nutrients
about the
to have
gummies?
my.
The gummies they be having.
I didn't know I had Crohn's. We didn't know
Oh,
what was
yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with
you're
me.
right, you're right,
You know what
you're
I'm
right.
saying? And I'm bleeding profusely at all times. I'm in constant pain to the point that I'm crying. I'm in tears. I'm sleeping a lot. I'm very weak. My joints, I had these lumps like that, these big ass lumps that would grow on my joints.
Wow.
They were so painful that I couldn't even walk. So then we went to they sent us to a dermatologist. They were going to try to cut it open. I said, no, because they were rock hard.
Yeah.
They weren't like soft where you could just like inject it. So they thought I had lupus. Then they thought I had cancer. They sent me to the cancer doctor, and the cancer doctor ran tests, and they said, you're bleeding internally, and it's been going on for a long time. We got to get you to see a gastro as soon as possible.
But you see, but like I said before, you running through it because you live it. But
Yeah.
let's break it down a little bit. The bathroom situation,
Yeah.
right?
Crazy.
The bathroom situation of you seeing more blood than you seeing poop in the toilet is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like every day or every time you use the bathroom.
Every
pretty
time
much.
I used the bathroom.
Every time.
And the doctor still said I had gas or constipation, and it was tearing.
So what was going through your mind at that time? Like, give me your psyche, because like I said, you're Sybille. You're always smiling.
I know, and
Always.
that's why it's so hard for me to like explain to people sometimes, like because honestly, like I just wanted to dance, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was in 9th grade and I was popping, but I was sick as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I was in every activity. My focus was really to just for them to figure out what's wrong with me so I can get back to dancing, get back to doing all these after school programs, get back to everything that I love
So you
about
was
being in the 9th
frustrated.
grade. Yeah, you know
Because
what
you
I'm
didn't
saying?
understand what was going on with your body physically.
I did not.
And but your mind is strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your mind is very strong.
Absolutely. I never let it really like be something that consumed my personality
Right.
and made me like depressed or a sad person overall. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people in school didn't know what was wrong with me. They just knew I was never in school. They saw
said-
when I threw up in front of the whole class that something was wrong with me when the
Right.
ambulance had to come get me.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Or if I was mid conversation and I had to literally just stop. I remember one boy in art class asked me if I was praying. Because we were mid conversation and I literally just put my head down and I just crouched down because I was in pain.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was wrong with me. So finally they found
this
out I had
just
Crohn's.
happened. What, like senior year?
No,
No.
freshman.
Freshman still.
14
That's
years
when you
old.
found out?
Yep. I was 14 years old. It was December. I spent maybe like a month in the hospital at that point.
So if you was supposed to take random trips here and there, and it might just ruin the trip, come out of nowhere. You
I
know
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very unpredictable condition.
Yeah.
So like I always tell people, like even recently when I was in the hospital a few weeks ago, like I just posted a video of me making stuff because I'm about to do something for Art Basel.
Yeah.
Next day, I'm in the hospital. It's
Right,
like, bro,
right,
what just
yeah.
happened? You were just fine.
I think you were supposed to host one of my events or do something with me, and you couldn't do it because it just
Yes,
it came out of nowhere.
oh my God, I remember
Yeah.
that day.
Was
I
it
was
a-
on
I
a
don't remember
plane
what it was, yeah.
coming back from Canada. That's when I was my sickest ever in life.
Yeah.
And I've had some really harsh moments.
So that period of going to Canada, and I think you went to New York too, trying to find treatment.
No,
Somewhere
it
you
was
went.
just in
Just in
Canada.
Canada. So I mean, okay. After finding out about Crohn's, before we get to Canada, after finding out you had Crohn's, what was the steps? You and your mom took.
Well, there's no cure for it. Black people don't get this disease. Young people don't get this disease. We don't know why you have it, but we got to get you better.
So it's
That's what the doctor straight up told me.
right.
It's crazy.
It's kind of
There's got to be a way.
it's crazy in a way because it's like they want you to have faith in some sort of a cure or some kind of ease, but there's none really.
No,
because recently, I guess after Canada, you started to look
Yeah, I got better. Yeah.
Real better. But okay, so let's go down to the Canada trying to get treatment. And I remember that stage in your life where you was in Canada and you was like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm praying something happens, like some sort of relief.
Yeah, because at that time, for people who don't know, because like you said, I'm zooming through it because I get it. I go through periods when I'm sick.
Yeah.
I go through periods when I'm healthy.
Yeah.
So I went through my healthy phases. It was a roller coaster. Some years I'm fine and I'm thick, little big booty having little Sybille.
Right.
And the next minute I'm rib showing. Rib showing, skinny girl, you need to eat Sybille. Okay.
Right.
So I went through that roller coaster, but by the time Canada came around, it got to the point that I was so sick and I've exhausted all my medical treatment options because my body has become immune to every drug there was on the market for Crohn's disease. Because I've been on everything from the time that I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
So if this don't work, they toss it out and give me the next one. This don't work, toss it out and give me the next one. So I just was running through shit over the years.
Right.
So by the time Canada came around, that was even something that I had to just take a leap of faith and try and become a test dummy because the doctors came in my room and told me, we don't know what else to do for you.
Yeah. And keep in mind, all of this treatment and everything going on, none of this stuff is free. You still have to pay for this shit.
Hell no.
Right? And it's not like we out here well off like that.
And you find they're going to try to figure it out.
Right. And she still has to pay for these
sucks.
things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
The struggles, the struggles that you feel like your strength come from your mom. Go ahead.
Is it like every 3 months or just...
Like I said, it's different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
My situations always seem to be every 2 years.
So you good? We in a good year right now, right?
No, we're in the relapse year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Last year was a good year.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And the year before that.
I thought we was in the good year.
Yeah. I was gonna.
No, we in the relapse year.
Yeah.
We're in the relapse year.
I was gonna ask if your strength come from your mom because I'm sure she was going through a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Dealing with this situation right
yeah.
here, especially around the time where she didn't know. All she can do is pray.
Yeah.
You know, so speak on like what your mom was going through at the time.
I mean, my mom always keeps her game face on, honestly. She doesn't let me see her cry, but I know she cries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, 5 months, 4 months, 3 months in a hospital. You can't do anything. When I'm in pain, you can't even console me and touch me and rub me because at this point I feel like you punching me because my senses heighten. Don't talk if I'm having a pain because it sounds like you're screaming. Like the light is just, everything is just intensified in those few seconds that I'm having a pain.
Maybe you're a superhero.
I mean, I am.
You know, she says her senses is heightened. You know what I mean?
I think I am, honestly, sometimes. So it's like, my mom a little thug. You know, she sacrifices a lot for me because it's like, how do you even hold a job when you're trying to be there for your sick daughter? Yeah. And it's always been just me and my mom.
How you hold a job, being that any day you can be sick?
I can't. That's why all my jobs are always like as flexible as possible. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a solid 9 to 5 structural job because it'd be like, well, I can't come in today.
Can't come in.
You know what I'm saying? And I need to work in places where it's part-time and flexible as possible. So when I have my days that I don't feel good, I don't feel like I'm incompetent because I just can't come in today. I know there'll be somebody else to pick up my shift.
Right.
And they don't understand. They just don't know.
I mean, there's some people that deal with those kind of issues that have sued their jobs because of like discrimination because of their health, or they won't get certain promotions because their health.
But it's hard for you to explain that you're going through something because sometimes you're perfect. You're always smiling. You're always glowing. Your melanin is popping. You know what I'm saying? You're always doing something. You're painting or putting on a gala.
Stop.
So it's hard for them to believe you, I guess, until you're actually skinny as hell.
Yes.
You know, really looking like a crackhead, like pretty much.
Yeah,
for them
when I'm to the
you.
point of death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I even said that because even with my GoFundMe that I'm doing now, I even say that I was like, people might think that I'm full of shit.
Right.
Because they'll see me and
Yes.
I look like I'm fine. Yeah, you lost some weight, but I don't look sick. You know, and I'm here on a podcast right now like, bitch, you ain't sick. You were talking on the radio. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like...
When I asked you, I said, you functional, you good? Like...
Yeah, and I think that's probably one of the things that I took away from possibly Canada and from my last operation. Because usually when I get sick fast.
Yeah.
And I realized that this time around, there's a delay in how fast my body is deteriorating. And I mean, I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm guessing maybe whatever experimental drug that I got from the Canada procedure may have helped in some way. Plus, I had an operation, my second operation, which was cutting out a piece of my intestine. So I have...
When was that operation?
That was in 2015.
What does that do?
2015.
They removed all the Crohn's from my insides. So basically,
So
they
they
cut
say.
out a piece of my intestine, whatever the infected area is.
Shouldn't you be
and
good now, right?
It comes back.
Oh, it just...
It's just like a cancer.
shit.
It comes back, and it comes back in the same exact spot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I
No,
had two
that's-
surgeries, one in 2008 and one in 2015.
The green leaves don't help.
I almost spoke Creole to you. Look at
I'm just asking.
leaf.
Oh, those green leaves. Oh.
Green leaves.
I was like, what green leaves? I'm all thinking teas and herbals and stuff. You know, I'm in my Haitian
I
mind
don't even
right
think
now.
you can't even drink. You can't smoke. You can't do none of that, really.
I do not drink alcohol.
Yeah.
And I don't ever feel like I need to because one, I'm always lit. Always lit. And two, you can't miss something that you never had. You know, I was 14 when I was diagnosed and I don't fall into peer pressure. So it's not like
At all.
I'm over here, you know, watching everybody around me drink like, ooh, I wish I could taste that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like, I should have beaten my own drum.
Okay, but you see, I think the reason why,
But wait. So the green leaves don't help?
no.
It helps some people, but it doesn't help me.
You tried?
I have tried on
it
several
didn't- it didn't
occasions, and it has not helped.
No.
I
Okay.
actually had crazy reactions to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did. Funny stories, actually. But yeah, I've had a few little crazy
Funny
reactions.
story.
Yeah, like, funny
This is the
stories.
podcast for it.
Yeah. Like, literally,
This is the ignorant part.
Like, I remember one time, because I don't even know how to smoke or, like, inhale or do it the right way. So I think I smoked so much trying to get it right that I didn't know I was getting high. So I got so stoned that I was literally stuck and I found myself falling out the chair and talking in slow motion.
Yeah.
And I felt right in the middle of my friend's lap. Yeah. And it was a guy at that too. My homegirl's just looking at me and I'm literally like dead in his lap. Like
Right.
face in his lap.
Right.
And he was like, Sybille, like, are you okay? And I'm like, don't let me fall. But I done already fell.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. They had to carry me to the couch. Like, I was so stuck, so messed up. I was crying, but like, my mind was laughing.
Yeah.
It felt like I was having an outer body experience. And another time, I got nauseous. I wanted to throw up. Then I got real bad diarrhea. My ears started ringing. I was hearing shit. I was like, what is up with this? Like,
It's not working.
it's just not working for
Yeah.
me. Yeah. It helps some people, but it doesn't help them to the point where they don't end up actually needing medical treatment.
Yeah.
Medical treatment. Yeah. You know, it'll help them, like, maybe help boost their appetite or help subside the pain a little bit.
That too. It boosts the appetite.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll definitely boost their appetite and it
But
helps.
the thing is, you can't really eat.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing.
technically,
Exactly.
you can't really, because you know,
hurts.
most people would tell you to take certain things, eat certain things. You can't eat anything.
What's your diet?
So,
It hurts. Like,
yeah.
hell.
What you ate today?
Yeah, what you ate today?
Well, actually, on my way here, I had some plain white rice and a little piece of fish because it's soft, and that was it. That's all I ate all day.
Okay, I'm gonna get on this diet too. You know?
You don't need to get on that diet.
There was a period where they had to put you on steroids.
Yeah, I'm
Where your
always on
face
and
was
off.
like
yeah.
super puffy. Her face was like super puffy. It wasn't
Yeah.
a natural.
No, that's a
Like-
symptom of the steroids. It's called moon face.
Moon
Google
face.
it. It literally is called moon face.
Yeah.
And your face turns into a moon.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because my friend sent me a moon face emoji. She said, "Look at you."
I'm done. It was the blue one that they.
Yeah, it was like a moon face. It's literally that was my face. So
Yeah.
if you're on the steroids for like a crazy amount of time, it will definitely like the water retention in your body. It causes you to swell.
She
up.
looked like a
like a little chipmunk.
Nah, man, I got something better. Jigglypuff?
Jigglypuff?
No, man. What's them little cartoon things? They were colorful. No, you're close.
said
And they
a
had the
minion.
sun. They was like talking to the sun and shit. Teletubbies. That's what she looked like, son.
You look like
she
Dipsy?
looked like a Teletubby. No lie. Her
Well, they
face was
cute,
puffy,
so it's okay.
And she was cute though. She was cute. All right. So now, Sybille, we was working on a documentary, right?
Yeah.
That I would love to revisit. And in the documentary, you was just so open, so vulnerable, transparent.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much words that I could use to describe just how open you was on this documentary. Your mom was there. The way we edited, we showed your friends always being there. Your friends calling you from like the club
Yeah.
type thing. You know, coming inside the hospital and turning up.
Yeah.
The hospital room seemed like a party, bro.
It had to.
How come you didn't do that for me? Oh goddamn.
Why are we doing that for you? You be in the hospital?
Yeah.
You gonna talk about
Here and there.
Yeah, here and there.
Here and there. I've been
What's up
doing
with
good.
you?
Okay, before we go back to the documentary, we know you go through your stuff, right? From your asthma
The
to
asthma and the sickle cell.
the sickle cell,
Okay.
right? But you're like Sybille. You're always
Yeah.
smiling.
Yeah.
So we can never see or know that you're going through certain things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Half of the times you go to the hospital and don't even tell us.
Yeah.
And then come out and want to go to the club. So he's like, I'm telling you, y'all one and the same. You want to dance, you want to party, you just want to have fun. He'll go to the hospital, don't tell us, and then go out the next day. And I'm like, son, what's up?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, talk about your struggles a little bit with the sickle cell and the asthma.
Same. The reason why I ask you those questions, because I know when I go out of town, I don't know. I might get sick. I might be sick out of nowhere. And the job thing, I understood. I was like, I bet. Because even when I was on training on one job, when it was time to hit the floor, sick. They was like, yo, you can't take sick days yet. I'm like, yo, it's not me.
Yeah.
It just happened. So
Yeah.
I understood where you was coming from.
Yeah, sickle cell is a really tough disease to have.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think both of y'all, it's y'all minds, I think, that keep y'all moving and keep
Yeah.
y'all so strong, because he doesn't get as sick as he could, and you don't get as sick as much as you could, because there's certain people that sick like almost every day.
all the time.
And I think it's y'all mind that's keeping y'all pushing and slowing down what's going on with you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And keeping you pushing. So
Yeah.
a lot of people, they have to keep that strong mind and keep smiling. And
Yeah.
and honestly, he's my inspiration. He don't even know. He's always so happy. And for me, I feel like because I'm worrying about, my career, creating something, my team, I feel like I'm always so like kind of stressed.
But we have the same worries.
But you're always
Yeah.
smiling.
We have the same worries.
This is
The
what I'm
same
saying, like,
worries.
everybody's stressing.
Just, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm
In a-
trying
in a-
to find
in
that
their own way.
inner peace, that
Yeah.
center.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being so transparent right now. I'm trying to find that center to where I can smile like y'all. I know y'all cry too.
Absolutely.
But it's hard for me to find that space.
I mean, but think about it. I'm 30 years old. I
I
have
don't
a
look like it at all.
with a disease that is incurable, that delays my process and my development in life and my career. You know what I'm saying? I can't be consistent with my life or with anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, so that can in itself be really depressing.
Yeah.
And then I'm a girl on top of it. So if it's like, if I'm looking in the mirror and I don't look good because I'm skinny as hell because I'm sick, now I'm double gonna cry. Then I'm gonna try to keep myself in a shell and I don't want people to see me, or I don't think I'm attractive to the next person. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that we're always gonna have in our head, you know? Like, I feel like sometimes I should be so much further in my life, but I've had so many delays because I'm always sick. And now I'm like, but I'm 30. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, we have the same stresses.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of like, you gotta really like pray.
You know what? I have an analogy, right? When I think about you, and even Chinks too. It's like, there's a garden of roses, right? All of them is rotten, but there's one that's still blooming, still blossoming, and they'll focus on that one. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll focus on the beautiful, the gorgeousness of that rose.
Yeah.
But me, I'm looking at all the rotten roses around it. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what my focus is. If y'all understand what I'm saying, y'all find the happiness in just the simplest
the brighter side
things.
Of everything. Yeah.
Yes, and
at least one's growing.
Yeah, boom.
That's
Chinks. I never seen Chinks unhappy. I never seen Chinks mad. I never seen you unhappy. I never seen you mad. So, and I know I'm harping on that, but happiness, I feel like a lot of people is lacking, and y'all going through so much.
Yeah.
And for a person like me, the only thing I ever had as far as health wise is one of my lungs collapsed, right? But outside of that, that was it. And I'll be walking around sometimes thinking about so much different things that is stressful and depressing, and I'm like, I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I have 2 beautiful daughters.
Yeah.
My career is not that bad. I have a team of people around me that loves me and look up to me.
Yeah.
You know, so for people like me, we have to find the light in people like y'all to keep us moving. You know how they be like, check on that strong friend?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all my inspiration.
Right.
Right. I'm the strong friend and y'all my inspiration, honestly. So round of applause for that. You know what I mean? I got to.
Thanks. But that's why I do like, you know, things like the documentary.
Yes.
Because I want people to see the real side of me.
Yeah.
And even though they can't relate health-wise, but they can relate in general because the stresses of life is a lot. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I have the stress of life and the stress of an illness that I can't get rid of. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So I just want people to see, like, what's up with me. Yeah. Y'all think I'm always lit? Yeah, but I'm always sick too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's the balance, you know? So so
let's talk about the fundraising stuff we're doing right now with the GoFundMe for the stem cells.
Yeah.
Explain to us, like people like me that don't know much about this stuff, right?
Okay,
educate us.
I mean,
what we need to do.
I'm willing to try anything, honestly. I mean, it sucks that I'm allowing myself to be a test dummy.
Okay, so explain to us from the start. So the foundation. I mean, not the foundation, the fundraiser.
The fundraiser, yes. So I'm allowing myself to be the test dummy because I need new medical treatment. Mm-hmm. I'm not responding to drugs right now. And I don't want to get to a place where I was 3 years ago. Right. When I was like deathly ill. Yeah. And so the stem cell treatment is actually something that where they take the cells from an umbilical cord of a newborn baby. Wow. They take those cells and they will inject it into me. And those cells will regenerate. And they become parent cells to my own cells. They just regenerate in my body and become parent cells. So the goal with that is to basically reset my immune system, give me a boost in my immune system, which will help attack the inflammation that I have in my insides. So, what do I have to fucking lose? I had 2 blood transfusions, so I got some other nigga blood in my body. I've had some foreign injection. I had some foreign injection when I went to Canada. Yeah. So what's a baby's cells? I'm gonna be straight.
You're a superhero.
You feel me?
So, if you have kids,
Yes, and these are things that I ask, questions that I ask also. So apparently from the stem cells, it doesn't transfer any DNA or genetics.
So the baby won't get the same
So,
swelling.
yeah, exactly. So it's not like I'm getting somebody else's DNA mixed into my body.
Right.
So I ask those kind of questions too because I'm like, hold up, I don't need nobody telling me I killed somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the effects of me having kids for now, hopefully, they
Everything
say
good.
it's straight. Yeah. And
The
even
kid won't even get the same.
yeah, no, it'll be fine. My doctors always tell me if I ever want to have kids though, it should be during a time where I'm in remission, where my disease is calm.
Next
Yeah.
year.
No, that's the goal though. 2020, you feel me? I don't know who the baby's daddy about to be, but you know, I need me a jit 2020.
Right.
Yeah, I need a little Sybille. Fuck it.
Nah, you gotta have a
You know
little
what I'm
Sybille,
saying?
man.
I
You
need
have
that.
to. You have to.
Hey,
So
Chase
what-
ought to be my baby daddy. You want to be my baby father?
What do we have to do? Like, okay, what's the goal? The number
The goal is $15,000, which is outrageous, but insurance does not cover this therapy. So it's either, and I'm in pain a lot, but I'm functional. My disease is very much active, but I'm functional.
Right.
We are trying to prevent Sybille from being undysfunctional, whatever the proper term would be. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I have to be in a hospital plugged up for months and my body's actually deteriorating.
What's your main hospital you be at?
Memorial West. Why you gonna come see me?
Yeah, of course. You know. I ain't gonna bring the black roses.
Yeah. You know, so
Yo, can you have sex? Because how is your love life? How is your relationship? Now we gonna get in your business.
I mean, you can get in my business. It's fine.
How's your love
Since
life?
I want to be the voice and shit, I guess I gotta talk about everything.
You got to.
All right. Well, I don't be hunching nobody when my sickness is like really at its worst.
Right.
I mean, right now I'm not in a relationship, so I'm just kind of like chilling, just whatever.
Right.
But like the times where I was sick, it did affect my relationship. It felt like to me because it's like, damn, like, is he out here fucking the next girl? You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you couldn't have
I
sex.
can't do anything with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like first of all, I'm in constant pain, so I can't afford to be thrashed.
Yeah.
Okay, from sex. Okay. Second, I'm bleeding out my ass all goddamn day, so therefore it's like I'm weak.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fatigued. So and sex is a workout. You know, so I can't afford to do that. I want to lay in bed. So
What if he hit you with that? What that mouth do?
yeah. You know, and I ain't gonna lie. Like sometimes my mouth would work. But sometimes, like, I'm just too tired.
Yeah.
Like, because it's still an energy you gotta put. You gotta make love to sucking dick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Message.
So, it's
Gotta make love to sucking dick.
yes, exactly. So it's like,
This is the ignorant part of the
yeah,
podcast,
you
by the way.
still gotta, like, you know, work at it.
You couldn't work arch your back.
You
You're
know,
just
you
tired.
still gotta look sexy while you're doing it.
You want to
know?
just lay there.
Yeah, exactly. So if it becomes a task that's too much to endure, then yeah, nah, there's no sex. Especially when you're like constantly in pain or you don't know when you need to go to the bathroom and God forbid mid fucking you just gotta go. Yeah. Like that's wild.
I would. Hurry up.
Yeah, like that's wild. You know what I'm saying? Or like even as a woman, some of the complications from Crohn's disease, could affect the vagina too.
Like what? Like what?
Oh, the pussy swell up too.
I told you, this is the ignorant part of the podcast. I told you.
This that close too?
Chink shit. Hashtag chink shit.
Yo, you gotta let me talk. Don't say nothing no more, okay?
The ignorant part.
Go do your thing.
I'm the partially. He's the ignorant.
Do your thing.
Yo, because once I start laughing, I can't stop. So
See why I say y'all one and the same? I'm telling you, y'all one and the same. Son. I'm telling you.
first of all, okay.
What happens to the vagina?
What happens to the vagina? Sometimes from complications from Crohn, sometimes we may develop something called a fistula. I've never personally had a fistula, but it is like a tunneling, like, it's so hard to explain. It's almost like an ulcer, like a hole that's developing, and it can connect from one part of your body to the next part. So it could be like a hole in my intestine, and it creates its own tunneling to come out my stomach. So there'll be a hole that just opens out the side of my stomach. That same thing could happen from the ass to the vagina.
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying? So from there, some people have to have surgical procedures to help fix that. So now you having butt surgery and you can't sit, or a vaginal surgery, you can't sit or bust it open. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that I've also developed, this is kind of getting like personal TMI, but whatever.
No, we need it. Yeah, we need it. That's what
I remember one time.
I'm curious. Teach me.
Curious. You want me to teach you? No, one time I remember I had a Bartholin cyst that developed.
What's a Bartholin cyst?
A Bartholin, okay,
I can't ever pronounce that.
In the...
Dr. Sybille.
Yeah, I could be, damn it. A Bartholin cyst, basically women have Bartholin's glands that basically secrete the juices. That's what help make the wetness in your vagina.
You still get wet?
Yeah, I still get wet.
Okay.
But you know what? When my Crohn's is really bad, I don't get periods. I don't get wet.
You don't get horny?
I don't get horny. Yo, I swear one time I called my friend. I said, I think my pussy broke.
She said it.
And I swear, like, cause like, not to get off topic, but
no, this is good.
You know how like women, we naturally like discharge. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we can't reuse the same underwear 2 days in a row. I swear I could wear my same underwear for like a week if I wanted to, because my shit was like
just dry.
Like it was bad.
Need a little bit of spit.
It did, but like it was. I really think my Crohn's like cuts off all my horniness. It cuts off my menstruation. It cuts off my hormones. It cuts off everything.
Crazy, yo.
That's when it gets really, really bad.
Well, that's when,
You know, but nonetheless, back to the Bartholin cyst and dusty vagina.
Yes.
So basically, the Bartholin's gland secretes the juices. I had a blockage in that gland. Okay. So overnight, I had a fucking like a lump growing in between my legs.
Inside or between your legs?
It was between my legs.
The same
it was
thing
like
that
a
was
golf
hard.
ball.
The same thing that was hard on your.
Yes.
Okay.
It was an abscess.
Complete your sentence, sir. We're on a podcast. It's not an inside conversation.
No, it was live.
Complete your sentence.
Listen, they listen the whole way.
Cause they over here whispering to you. Go ahead.
I'm curious.
So it was like a golf ball,
a
huge abscess in between my legs, and just for me to get to the doctor, I couldn't even keep my legs closed. Like I had to wobble, and my mom's just as small as me, so she couldn't carry me. You know, so of course that was like a really embarrassing situation, because it's like, how you tell your dude you got a whole ass baby penis growing in your vagina, you don't know why, and it's painful. You know what I'm saying? Damn. So from there, they had to cut it and drain it.
Oh my gosh! And
when they tested all the like bacteria from the whatever fluids were inside, it was actually gastric bacteria and not vaginal bacteria.
Wow!
So it's like Bartholin cyst is something that women can get from wearing thongs. They can get from wearing jeans that are too tight.
Your insurance,
you know what
good.
I'm saying?
You got that good shit. Put me on your plan.
You gonna have to marry me and be my baby's father.
You heard her.
You know what I'm saying? You trying to get on this insurance plan, boo-boo, okay?
You heard her.
That's not Obamacare.
Yeah.
He said that ain't Obamacare. The fuck? Something just popped in my head, right? After we come up with this money for the stem cells, you still got to come up with some money in the next 2 years, possibly, because of something might come up again.
Child, I don't even know
This
how
is
to answer
crazy. It's not even an
That's the
answer. It's
sad
just something
part.
we know.
That's the sad part. And
Like-
I have my days when I've actually cried about it because I'm like, so you mean to tell me like I can't look forward to the next 2 years of my life because I know I have to look forward to falling back into sickness.
Some fuckery.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that in itself can fuck with somebody's head.
Yeah.
Because it's like you never know.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I be so eager, like I can't stop, I gotta keep going. They're
Gotta
like, but
keep
you don't
going.
feel good. Just chill.
Yeah, yeah.
You got time. No, motherfucker, I don't have time. Because in 2.5 years, a bitch about to be sick. And Lord knows how bad it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you put yourself on a clock.
Yeah.
It's like you put yourself. That's wow.
All the time. All the time. But yeah, so with that Bartholin's gland, you know, they cut it, they drain it, patched it up, whatever. I had to do these like sits baths to help the swelling go back down.
Sit bath?
What? Yeah, like sit in a
Sit in a tub.
I actually bought a sits bath.
What's that?
You can go to Walmart and it's called a sits bath. It's like a bucket and you fill it with water. You put it, it fits to the toilet, and you sit with your legs open and you dip your coochie in it.
Oh.
You don't need to look up that. You don't need that.
But I need to know if another female said it to me. Oh, I know about that.
I know about that.
That's that Sybille shit.
Yeah.
That's that simple.
That's that Sybille shit. You feel me? I need to know these
I
things.
just love the fact that y'all can find happiness and jokes and all of the shit y'all go through. This shit is so crazy.
So the Bartholin cyst got cut. It got better. It came right back.
Oh my God.
Cut it again. It got better, and it came right back. So they're like,
3
okay,
months,
this is crazy.
2 months.
Honestly, this happened back in like 2013. I don't remember
So say if you cut it today,
how
January,
long.
it came back like March.
It would literally come back right after it heals completely. Yeah. So if it took like 6 weeks to heal completely, then it was coming right back. So they told me that they had to do a surgical procedure.
What about the money that you all right, you go funding, right? Say
Yeah.
whatever you do, right? What if it come back?
Gotta get some more money.
Yeah,
That's what
try
I was
the
just
next
saying.
thing.
That's what
Are
I
you
was just saying. Yeah, are you here? I just said that.
We didn't know if it was gonna come back.
I know.
said that.
Yeah.
He said that?
Yeah.
Yes. After she raised this money,
Son in this cut, yo. Yeah. Son in this
after she raised this money, I know Sybille is gonna be like, damn, you know, it's a possibility that
You're right.
it's
You
gonna
did
come
say
back.
that.
Yeah.
You tripping? Stop it.
You tripping? You
Cut
LMA?
cut that out.
Nah,
Cut
leave
that
that in so the world can know that you ain't here.
No, he is the ignorant part. I'm the partially. I keep telling you. So it's okay. It balance. You know, it balance.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like, and I'm trying to work it out with the doctors because I don't have $15,000 now to give them dead on.
Not even like a good 5,000 payment plan. and
Yeah,
start it?
that's what we're trying to work out. We're
Yeah.
trying to work out something where I can give something and then we work out some monthly payments or whatever. But it's like I don't work that much either to afford on top of the bills that I already have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
To afford a monthly payment for medication that Lord knows what the final number is going to be. Because like I said, we're still trying to work that out because that's not something that they really offer.
Don't worry, you got
But-
that. You got that good insurance.
You gotta at least spend over
not insurance
hundreds
covered.
of thousands of dollars on like 200s.
Well, I have good insurance, but I have also $40,000 in medical debt.
Yeah.
And that's with
I already know what you're talking about.
my good insurance. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
It's all right. After like 5 years, that knock off.
7, ain't it?
7?
7 years. Fun fact, you don't have a mic, sir. Either I put a mic back there so you can talk, but you don't have a mic.
We can knock that off too.
I went to Canada for the clinical study, but I didn't go there to like actually get
a citizenship to
get-
understandable. Yeah.
I haven't done that.
You can't live in Canada if you got a criminal record.
Oh, Canada don't play no games. But you can. Of course, you have a criminal record, but going inside of Canada is hard with a criminal record.
Yeah?
That's the problem. No matter what, you still a bubblegum. It's a problem. Seriously.
Acting like they got the best water over there.
Yeah.
We got Fiji too.
Well, no, I mean, in Canada, it's what, free healthcare.
Free?
Free. I mean,
Oh, you about to
granted, you're
go?
taxed.
Shit! What am I doing chilling with you niggas? I'm sorry, I love y'all, but I'm sick.
But the
I
tax,
can't-
you tax more. I think it's like 12% or something like that. 21%, but it's
21?
worth it. But it's worth it.
Come on. It's okay. Drizzy Drake's there.
That's high. That's high.
It's high, but you're paying
Tory.
for. Yeah.
So do you think that's why Tory left? And he's coming here?
Listen,
Where's
you don't
your
have a
mic?
mic. Get off.
Where's it? I
We'll
said
set up
the
a
same
mic back
shit.
there. We'll set up a mic back there for the next show, okay?
Yo, shout out to GoFundMe, yo.
Yeah, Sybil, listen, I'll have the GoFundMe on in the video or whatnot, but Sybil, can you please shout out the
You
GoFundMe?
can see who paid?
Yeah, I can.
That's what's up, because I'm a pay.
Nah, it's GoFundMe.com/Sybil's treatment. Pretty simple. So yeah, anything, $5, $10, $20, anything helps.
$100,
honestly.
$200.
Yeah.
Spell it,
Oh
please.
yeah, Sybille, Sybille.
Oh, what's SYB? I thought it was I.
Sybille. Sybil's treatment.
Bop, bop, bop.
All right.
Yeah.
It's French, baby.
It's French, yes.
Sybille Guichard. Je suis une haïtienne.
Sybil, you got
Française.
Instagram? You know,
Yeah,
we
I'm
gonna
the
follow
real-
Sybil.
Stop putting it on the table. You know I hate that.
Slide that over there. Jump in my DM.
It's the real toe. You gonna slide into my DM?
Slide in my DM.
Thank you for producing, Vic. I like that. See, I need this. I've been needed this.
I'm the real toe.
I'm
Oh,
the real
word?
toad. You see that?
Okay.
Badness. You gonna see nothing but like pictures with her showing her booty. Cause
Yeah,
she got a
I
booty
gotta
now.
show the booty.
So she got a booty. She be what?
I gotta show the booty because there's times where the booty gone.
Yeah.
Like it's shrinking right now. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because I'm shrinking.
Yeah.
But when I snap back, I show it all off.
Yeah? You saw her, Finn? What was I?
I told you he was drunk. I told you he was drunk.
I was never drunk.
I told him he was drunk.
When was it?
I
She
told
was a
him-
model?
Oh, when I was a host.
When you was
when
a
I
host.
hosted with Julian.
Yes, he was there and he was drunk.
You was there?
Yo, yeah.
I was wearing glasses, probably.
Can I talk about her gala before I let her go, please?
Super was at Fan Fest. Y'all know that?
I was
Do
the
y'all know?
host.
Why you ain't talk to me?
I was the host on the microphone.
Yeah, you probably wasn't sick because you didn't talk to me. Nobody didn't tell me.
Nobody didn't tell me.
I saw Julian.
I
remember
was
Julian.
hosting with Julian. I was on
Yes.
stage with him.
What you was
Yes.
wearing?
I think brown-ish something. Yeah, I think
I did?
you did. You the designers put you in something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was at the show that Lottie did.
Damn,
Yeah.
son.
But I hosted another one also. I can't remember where it was. I don't remember what I wore.
This guy be drunk. Don't worry about him.
I did wear this brown little turtleneck little
Yes.
thing. And my hair. Yeah. Okay, that was at that one. And at
believe
the
you.
other one, I changed
believe you.
outfits. 'Cause-
What was that? Do that again.
You doing your thing.
What was
Yeah.
that? One more time. One more time. Advertise for your community. Go ahead.
Stop it.
Let's talk about
What's my
Sybille Gala.
community?
Let's talk about Sybille Gala before we go. Your last gala.
I'm going.
You go. It already passed.
God damn.
You don't know
I
about
can't see shit.
So first of all, I get a
Y'all
text.
just want me to come to the hospital bed, huh?
I get it.
That's what y'all trying to I don't want to see her down. I want to see her down.
Let's see her up.
I want to see what she up.
You never see her when she's down. She's always up.
Yo,
Always,
son.
always.
trying to see that. Yo.
Yeah. Talk about the gala, yo,
I got
please.
a text. I got a text out of the blue like
Let me know what
Jabian.
I missed.
She's like, Jabian, you got a tux? I'm like, you got a suit? I'm like, of course. She's like, okay, you coming to the gala? I'm like, all right, bet. All right.
This year?
It's funny. I
Well,
had
I mean,
something
well,
to do, but I was
last
like,
year?
yo, fuck it. I ain't doing it.
Last year?
Last year.
November 11th.
November
That was on
11th.
Sunday?
2018. It was a Sunday, November 11th.
That's when you said you was at a gala?
Yes.
He called me out. Because I told him come to the club. And he said, no, I'm going to go to this gala. And da-da-da-da.
That's love.
Whiskey was there?
Yes.
How I know? I'm drunk, though. I'm drunk. I'm drunk, but I don't get invited to the gala. Hey, this a bitch.
You ain't even know I was hosting 2 shows that you were at, both of them.
Exactly.
Cause you ain't talk to me.
Exactly.
You ain't talking to me.
I couldn't find you. I was drunk.
I was on.
Now he drunk. Now he drunk. But before he admitted he wasn't drunk.
Sometimes you gotta claim it. But when you see the police and they say walk straight, that's when you, hey sir, I'm not drunk.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking drunk.
All right, so can we talk about the gala?
Yeah, talk
This
about the
year-
gala, cause
You real salty over here.
yeah, I'm salty. Me too. What happened? I saw the outfit. My man was Snapchatting so hard, son. Snapchatting so hard. I said, damn, this shit look good. Why?
It was good.
I got clothes for this.
It was good. It was amazing. Listen, the ceiling was gold.
I saw whiskey. I said, yo, niggas is at the same spot and I didn't even get invited.
The stairs was amazing. Like it was like
all marble
all
and
marble,
gold. Yeah.
gold. It was amazing. Upstairs, downstairs. You had Dre there from Cool and Dre.
Yeah.
And he has Crohn's.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he
So
has
how did that collaboration
I got
came
Crohn's
together?
too.
Shut
Get the
up.
fuck out of here. Bad boy,
I
bad.
heard everything. I got Crohn's.
You ain't gotta go have Crohn's to come. You can come next time.
I am coming.
I'm just saying. You
Without an invitation. I'm coming.
Alright.
I'm coming.
Listen, I need this clip so I can post it. Okay? Let me hear about the gala.
Like, damn.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Speak up.
Ignorant. Say it. He's so
You ignorant.
Okay. That's why the show is
Ignorant.
partially ignorant.
Speak up. Let me know.
Well, I had my first gala on Sunday, November 11th.
I know.
Okay.
I was popping bottles that day.
All right. Well, we
Them
was over here
bastards.
celebrating life. It was a very formal event. I honored different people in the community who have survived an illness and still have an influential impact.
Right.
And also giving scholarships to students who have Crohn's and colitis. I had a few people actually I had a scholarship competition, an essay competition on my website, and I had about 20 applicants, which was really dope. And yeah, they're all like young teens, but it's funny because 2 of them actually were sick and in the hospital and could not even make it to the damn gala, which is crazy. That exactly.
That is that hurt.
I had Cool and Dre, super music producer. He has Crohn's disease. That collaboration actually came about a few years ago. A friend of mine, Belen, she's the one who introduced me to him and got me an interview with him one day when I was like super sick. So from then on, we kind of like vaguely like kept in contact with each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it was time for me to do this gala, I texted him and I told him, listen, like, we need to be making a difference in the community and doing something like to bring awareness and raise money for this cause. So I would love for you to just be a guest speaker because I mean, hello, you're cool of Cool and Dre. Like, you just did Beyonce and Jay-Z's album. You just did the Carter, Lil Wayne's album. You done like so many things, and you have the same sickness as me. And I know you'll be struggling, especially late nights in the studio, drugs, smoking, alcohol all around you. You're not feeling good, still having to keep your game face on, or not feeling like wanting to go to the studio to produce music for these artists, or traveling back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that is a big deal. And he's been in the game for so long, so it's like, that's really inspirational.
And we would have never knew that.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know. And that's why I was so thankful that he was so willing and so open to talk about it and like just bring awareness to the situation, and so that's how that came about. I had a few people that were really like looking out for this gala. I want to do it every year, and we're just gonna make sure we make it bigger and better. Like, I have a nonprofit organization called Care for Crohn's Foundation.
Crohn's, baby.
Yes, and it's like, I'm really looking to develop it to be something more than what I thought I wanted it to be at first. Because I love throwing events. I love getting people together. And just kind of like supporting the cause. And everybody knows what they're here for without having like a full-on lecture.
Yeah.
It's still something fun, something grown, something sexy. You know what I'm saying? And I still am able to just give something to the community and away from other people with Crohn's to meet each other.
What You have Pacific months you gonna pick to do these, or just
Pacific? You Cali now? Specific.
what I had?
You said Pacific.
Pacific.
It's an ocean.
It's okay, baby. Continue. Do I have specific months that I want to do
I
this?
said Pacific. I get what I said. I'm looking like, they don't understand English now. But certain days, a month, you gonna choose to do these galas on, or like it's just when it pops up?
Yeah, I mean, well, every year I do an art mixer, and that's coming up soon.
What's
I usually
that?
do it in March.
March?
But I think this year is gonna be top of April, so you will be invited. So I
Right.
don't have to hear no shit about you not coming to one of my events.
So the mixer is different from the gala.
Yeah,
the mixer
absolutely.
is completely
What's the mixer?
different.
Absolutely, completely
It's just
different.
art.
The art mixer is just about art.
But you had
and-
some dope art at the gala though.
Oh yeah, I did.
Like way better than
Oh,
the
yeah, I
mixer.
did.
Like you keep elevating.
I had to level up, son. This a gala. It was like $200 a ticket. I had to give y'all what it was worth. Like,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? So it's like, oh yeah. The art, it definitely is it's a whole different vibe, a whole different
Me and
scenario.
Vic going out there.
So the art mixer is
Yeah.
a little.
Didn't go the first time.
I'm just I don't understand.
She said $200.
And you
No,
know
it
what?
was worth it, man.
Yeah.
When
I
he
had
told
to-
me gala, I said gala. Yeah, you need to come to this club. We buying bottles tonight.
I was like, no.
All right, so you're not gonna be afraid. You're not gonna be pressed to buy a $200 ticket, huh?
No,
Look at his
'cause-
shades. Look at his
no,
shades. Gucci.
This
They
is
Gucci.
Look at his watch.
Gucci.
That don't tick. That one don't tick.
Oh.
So you know it's official.
Oh,
Listen,
well,
listen.
yeah. I don't want to hear
We
nothing.
coming to the gala, yo. We coming to the gala.
You can come to the
wanna
next, the art
support.
mixer.
Come
What's
to
the art mixer?
The
What's
art
that?
mixer is what I'm telling you guys about. That's going to be
Where's
the
that?
next event I'm planning. I always do it at 11 Rooftop every year, but
Yeah.
I want to
Oh,
switch
okay.
it up this year because it's going to be the fifth annual. And I mean, God willing, I'm working on CFC weekend.
Hey.
So it's going to be a whole weekend full of events, like back to back to back every day in honor of Crohn's disease.
You know he's a DJ,
Do you-
right?
do you
so
ever-
make sure you book him and put him on the bill. He's a DJ. He's dope. He's dope.
Do you ever get scared booking ahead of time and knowing that you could probably get sick?
Good question.
Not
That's a very good question.
really.
No. I know. I just
Because
it's just that.
not really, because I always say, like, even for the gala, because I was getting really sick before the gala too.
Yeah.
I said, well, looks like I'm just gonna have to show up with an IV pole.
Yeah.
Cause
She
ain't no
would.
way,
She
ain't
would.
no way I'm not going to my.
I
own
remember when
shit.
she started her first mixer,
Yeah.
and I think
Oh,
you
I
was,
was
looking
so
sick,
sick.
right?
Oh yeah, I was
Like
so
when
small.
I know I'm about to go somewhere, I'll be like, I eat good for these last 2 weeks because you gotta
Yeah.
be here.
No,
That's how
seriously.
I am.
She from her first one, she looked really sick.
Yeah.
Up until like the recent one, you look so much more better. But
Yeah.
you can see her progression once you watch like the gala and stuff. But yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah, no, one way or another, I'm gonna have to be there.
She don't play no games.
So no, I don't even think about me not going.
Yeah.
Bet.
It's
I like
not an
that.
option.
I like that.
Yeah.
I
what's up.
curated this whole thing and I'm not gonna be there.
Damn right.
How is that possible?
Yeah.
FaceTime.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hell nah. Hell nah.
Your dress was beautiful
Thank
at the
you.
gala.
I
It
didn't
was
see
beautiful.
it. Vic, you saw it?
Y'all can check it out on Instagram right now. Go ahead, pull it up.
Pull it
News.
up. Don't worry, I'll put it on the video for you.
I had a celebrity designer fly in from Maryland. Her name
Yeah.
is Lavi by
Shouts
CK.
out to all the people that was there too. Shout them out. Like you had some dope people.
I can't even think of names, yo. Like, honestly,
You
like.
had that comedian lady. What's her name?
Who had?
The host. The
Oh,
girl.
that's what I'm saying. I be going brain dead.
Yeah.
Of course, duh. I had Watch Jazzy. She was hosting. Shout out to Watch Jazzy. Thank you for supporting, Care for Crohn's Foundation, because, her and her manager came all the way from LA
Yeah.
just to be there. Shout out to Prince of Love and Hip Hop Miami. He was dropping posts all over social media trying to
Yes.
get people to support.
Prince. Yes.
Showed up with his
okay.
little
Prince
perm.
bought a painting.
Yeah, exactly. Super Cindy from 99 Jam. Shout out
She
to
bought a
her. She's
painting.
a survivor of lupus. Shout out to her supporting and buying a painting also from the live auction. Like, it was fucking dope. Shout out to Cool and Dre. Shout out to Kent Jones.
Kent Jones was
yes,
there.
I had Kent Jones.
Yeah.
His
Jay Howard, he did
Oh my
amazing
God,
on the
Jay
music.
Howard. Let's not even talk about how amazing Jay Howard
He's
is.
a
Okay?
genius to me.
If y'all don't know Jay Howard, y'all need to know him now. Jay Howard is a musical genius. Why he's not famous and just shitting on everybody right now is beyond me, because he's amazing. He is amazing. He sings. He plays all instruments. He does everything. Shout out to Jeray Womack. Yeah. Oh, she blew it with her violinist? Singing. That's the girl who was singing.
Oh, yes.
Shout out to Steve Reasons, the saxophone player. Shout out to Luna. Luna is the one who did the violin. She was so amazing. And together, like, they just came together and they just made magic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't even like something that was pre-rehearsed or predetermined. Like, they just did their thing.
No, that's what he does. He will make a song on the spot, Chinks. Like the beat and the song on the spot. Because you know they have these machines where they can press and set the tones and stuff. Yeah. That's exactly what he did, bro. Like, exactly what he did.
I'm looking for the dress.
You passed the dress a long time ago, sir.
I'm sorry.
Listen, y'all gonna have to.
This is the dress. La Vie by CK. She's a celebrity designer. She's designed for people like Janet Jackson, Tracee Ellis Ross, and all types of people. Like, she is amazing, and I was lucky to wear one of her gowns. So that's forever a blessing. And then we had Garçon Couture. They are so dope. If y'all ever need suits, hello, for the next gala. Hello.
You don't look sick to me. Hello. Hello.
I'm trying to get you right for the next gala and wear Garçon Couture.
I'm gonna wear whatever you wearing. We matching.
I'm saying though, Garçon Couture is the men's designer.
Are they gonna make it?
La Vie is the women's designer. Garçon is a men's designer.
Yo, this is dope, yo.
Thank you.
Told you. Hotness, super hot fire.
Thank you.
Anything you wanna leave us with? Anything you want to leave us with before you get out of here? You informed us. I'm well educated. I mean, I know a lot about the symptoms and stuff already.
You know Greg.
You know.
I know everybody, sir.
Focus. We have like 4 shows to do tonight. Okay? So please, Sybille, anything you want to leave us with?
I mean, I just want to say thank you,
of course,
to everyone. Thank you guys for, having me here. Thank you to everyone who supports me and continues to support me.
Shout out the Valley Girls, please.
Valley Girls, my squad, forever and always.
Nicole, my dog.
Valley Girls did not break up. It just so happens that some of them move away, a.k.a. Sarah is no longer in Miami, and neither is, Sheree. Nicole's still out here. We still holding it down. We're sisters for life, man. Yeah. Shout out to my friends.
That's the gang.
That's the gang.
Throw your V's up.
Gang.
VG.
That's my name.
Yeah. It doesn't stand for vagina.
I never said my name stood for vagina.
I'm just saying, my bad.
But goddamn, why did somebody say that to y'all?
I'm just saying. Just to be clear. I don't know where your head is at right now, but shout out to God, Joe, and you guys continue to just, donate, help me reach my goal, because your sis trying to get better.
Y'all donate.
I'm trying to get back thick. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to continue my movement and grow care for Crohn's, because 2019 is a takeover. I don't have time to be sick. I don't have time to be in a hospital.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. More fish, more rice.
More booty.
Look nice.
Yeah, more fish, more rice, look nice.
Let me leave us with this real quick. We need people like you to keep having a strong voice, for people with Crohn's that don't want to talk about stuff, and people that is not as open as you. So I appreciate you coming on the platform and telling us about everything that's going on with you. And I know me and you, we can sit here and talk forever. Right. So like I said, I want to add on to the documentary. Let's put it out, and you know what I mean. Let's actually put the documentary out on YouTube, man, and get it right.
I know. I be feeling like I just want to do something. I'm extra. I want to do like a big movie screening, and people got to dress up on the red carpet and do extra. Like, I want it all.
No, we can do that. We can do it in the theater.
Doing that.
I got the ideas. I got a few ideas.
I'm
gonna shoot him the ideas,
and I'm actually gonna be I'm working on a vlog. Yeah. I'm actually recording it myself.
I'm gonna be in there.
I seen that.
Look out for
you are gonna be in it, because I'm gonna have to take clips from this little interview.
We gonna be in there without this.
Without this,
you gonna come to the doctor visit with me?
Of course.
You practicing to be my baby father.
I'm done with y'all.
I know that's what you
Listen,
want.
I am done with y'all. Can we wrap up now, please?
You like
Wrap
the
it up,
booty.
right?
You like me even when my booty little.
He do. He like both.
We're wrapping it up.
Thank you, Sybille, again, man. You know, like I said, you my heart. You my
I
baby.
love
you my
you.
heart.
Always
You are.
love.
Listen, I FaceTime at 3:00 in the morning one day coming from the club. I was like, I wonder if Sybile's okay.
Yeah,
You
I
know
was
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
hospital too.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
FaceTime me.
fuck you. Yeah, shouts out to Sybille. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for listening to Partially Ignorant Podcast with your host JB and Chinks.
I'm always partially.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
ignorant.
Exactly.
Look out.
Exactly.
He's ignorant.
This episode is brought to you by Fly Free Nation. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Follow, like, and subscribe on all platforms. That's Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, everywhere. We everywhere.
Everywhere.
Literally.
We're not getting taken down like R. Kelly. So that's what.
On that note, we are out.
Bye.
We are out.
Bye. Bye.
Back to you, Biz.
Oh my God.